Crafty Purple Dragon channel. Today I want to do a tag whilst I've got my work in progress going on. So let me find the questions. Let's see, we'll do the funny YouTube questions tag. Beer or wine? Neither. I don't really drink. Not very often at all. The odd one maybe of a weekend, but more often than not I don't drink anything at all. But when I do, I prefer spirits. I'm not much of a beer drinker. Wine isn't really that palatable to me, so I tend to go with the spirits or the liqueurs. So I quite like a Cointreau lemonade, Midori, that's quite nice. Southern Comfort and lemonade or Coke. I don't mind a whiskey, I quite like whiskey. Bacardi, vodka, anything like that, usually with a mixer. Except whiskey, I don't put anything with whiskey, maybe a splash of water. That's about it. Okay, so next question. Oh, and by the way, if any of you want to answer these questions as well, down in the comments, so I can see what you would have answered to these questions, that would be good. So the next question is, are you drunk? No, I am not drunk. Feeling sleepy? Maybe a little bit. I was feeling sleepy about 10 minutes ago, but I managed to rouse myself. And I changed the activity that I was doing, so I managed to wake myself up. I do have problems sleeping on occasion due to my health and the pain that I experience can sometimes affect my sleep, which means I am sleepy during the day. But at the moment I'm not too bad. Are you a flirt? Probably. Or was in my younger days, but not so much now. I mean, I don't really meet people to flirt with, so nowadays not. Talk to animals. Well, I have a dog and you will have heard me on video talking to my dog. But yes, generally if I come across an animal I will talk to it. Cows in the field, horses in the field, sheep in the field, dogs out and about, cats on the street. Yeah, I'll talk to animals. Are you hungry 24/7? No, I'm not hungry 24/7. I think I have a larger appetite than other people, but I'm certainly not hungry 24/7. I am currently trying to control my weight, trying to lose weight, so I am probably feeling more hungry than maybe normally, because I am having to restrict what I'm eating, but I wouldn't say I was hungry 24/7. Do you cry in public? That's a bit of a daft question, I think. I mean, I don't just burst out crying in public, but if there was a reason for me to cry and I was in public, then I would probably cry in public. I am quite a cryy person, if that's a word. If I get really angry, I will cry. Yeah, it's something that I have no control over. And it's really annoying because there's times when you want to be angry and you don't want it to appear that you're upset, but as soon as you start to cry, it comes across that you're upset. Well, you could argue, yes, you are upset because you're angry. You're upset over the situation or whatever it may be. But being an angry crier is really annoying because it kind of takes away from your anger, which isn't always helpful. Are you always happy? No. I'm not always happy. But I would say I'm usually an upbeat person. So I am more normally. Yeah, upbeat. I mean, I wouldn't say happy. But I'm not generally sad. Do you have a stalker? Would I know if I had a stalker? I don't think I have a stalker. I'm not the kind of person that people would want to stalk. Can you fart in public? Well, yes. Physically, I am able to fart in public. I wouldn't want to. And if I felt the urge, I would try to take myself to public convenience in order to do that in private. I mean, if I was generally walking around on the street and I needed to fart and there wasn't anybody nearby, then legitimate place to fart. But if I was in the middle of a crowded room and I wanted to fart, then I wouldn't fart. I would take myself somewhere private to do that because it's just rude. Ever peed in the woods? Yes, I have peed in the woods. On many an occasion. I used to be in the army, so legitimately able to pee in the woods when you're in the army because, yeah, there's not always toilets. If you're out in the middle of a field in a tent, or not even in a tent, in a bivouac. So yes, I have peed and I have also done the other thing in the woods during those occasions when I was out on exercise or whatever. Are you always impatient? No, I'm not always impatient. I can be impatient, depending on the circumstances, but I'm not always impatient. Do you cry in sad movies? Yes. As I said before, I am a cryy person. So sad movies would make me cry. Sad TV programs, sad situations in otherwise not sad TV programs. I think I'm very empathetic. So anytime anybody's experiencing difficulties or, you know, are in distress or are upset, I would tend to cry. If you're in the same room as me and you're upset and crying, I would start to cry. That's just the way I am. Would you marry a celebrity? I cannot marry a celebrity. I am already married. So, no, I would not marry a celebrity. Are you a drama queen or king? No, I don't think I'm a drama queen at all. There are times when drama happens, but I don't make drama happen. But I don't shy away from it either. Do you dance or sing in the car? I would sing in the car. I have danced in the car, I suppose. As best you can do, dancing sitting down. But yes, I do sing in the car. It's probably the safest place for me to sing, so that I don't affect anybody else and they don't end up with bleeding ears. Ever stolen a street sign? No, I don't believe I have ever stolen a street sign. Have I ever stolen a street sign? No, can't say that I have. Do you sing or dance in the shower? No, I don't. I tend to watch YouTube videos in the shower, and they're craft related, so they're not, it's not like I listen to music in the shower. So, no, I don't sing or dance in the shower. Have you ever forgotten your birthday? No. I'm not that old yet. I've never forgotten my birthday. I don't make a fuss about my birthday. I don't particularly, celebrate it in any grand way. It is just another day, really. When you get to my age, it's like, yeah, well, it's not a big deal to have a birthday. But I haven't forgotten it. Do you ask or answer stupid questions? Well, I'm of the opinion that there's no such thing as a stupid question. Because if you don't know something, how can you learn it without asking the question? And that goes as far as to extend asking questions to these days doing Google searches, asking Google or asking Alexa or, going online and searching the internet.
Sorry, I'm not sure.
I really don't believe there's any such thing as a stupid question. If you don't know something, then you should seek to learn that piece of information or, whatever it is that you're unsure of. You should be trying to establish what it is. And how can we learn if we don't ask questions? Asking questions is part of learning. So, yes, I will answer Yes, I will ask stupid questions because I don't believe questions are stupid. So I will ask questions and I will answer questions. I don't have any problem with it. I don't believe any question is stupid. How long can you stay without bathing? How long can you stay without bathing? Bit of a weirdly worded question, but again, if we go back to the time when I was in the army, when we were out in the field on exercise, we could go for 2 weeks, up to 2 weeks, without being able to bathe properly. That said, we would obviously have access to water. Excuse me. We would have access to water and sources of heat. So we could heat water, and we would wash as best we could, bits, so as to try and reduce the potential foul stench coming from a group of unwashed people. But that would be the longest I've been without, a proper bath or a shower. But out of choice, I wouldn't go very long at all. Would you give all your money to charity? No, I wouldn't give all my money to charity. What am I going to do then? I would become a charity case myself then, because I've got no money. We give regularly through direct debit to a number of charities on a monthly basis. I also support a local animal rescue organisation through regular donations and by giving my time. I'm also involved in a local theatre group, and I give time to them. So we give quite a lot to charity. I say quite a lot. It's probably not a lot, but in terms of what we can afford, we give a decent amount to charity. But there would be no point whatsoever in giving all my money to charity, because then I would have to rely on charities. Do you enjoy watching cartoons or animes? I'm not really into anime. I don't really see the appeal. In terms of cartoons, I will watch cartoons. I don't tend to watch the sort of kids' TV cartoons these days. I used to watch them when my daughter was younger, because they were on telly. She was watching them. But I don't mind a cartoon film like a Disney film, or, a Pixar film, or anything like that. I would happily watch those. Have you ever laughed at the wrong moment? Probably. But there aren't any particular instances that I can remember where I've laughed inappropriately. But I'm sure I have. All places you have piercings on your body. Well, I have a nose piercing. I have my left nostril pierced. I think I've said this in another video. Another tag video that I did. And I've got my ears pierced. I have 3 piercings in my left ear. And I have 5 piercings in my right ear. Actually, I've got 4 piercings in my left ear. But I don't have an earring in the 4th one anymore. So I've got 3, what's the word? 3 currently in use piercings in my left ear and 5 in my right ear. I've got 3 in my lobe on the bottom of each ear, and then on my right ear I've got 2 in the top cartilage of my ear. Yeah, that's it. Can you spend all your money on something stupid? Sometimes these questions are worded strangely. Can you spend all your money on something stupid? Well, yes, I can. And one could argue that I do spend all my money on something stupid, as in diamond painting or other crafts in general. Some people might class that as stupid. You know, it depends on your opinion, doesn't it? I mean, realistically, I'm not going to spend all my money on something that isn't necessary, because then I'd have no money and then I'd starve to death and I'd have no roof over my head, etc. But any spare money that I have, I spend in a way that makes me happy. And I tend to spend it on, crafty things. Or I buy stuff for people that I love. Presents or gifts or whatever for people in the family. So I wouldn't spend my money on something that I class as stupid, but it could be argued that maybe I spend my money on things that other people would class as stupid. But I wouldn't spend it all. Would you drop your phone after you just bought it? I mean, by choice? No. Why would you do that? You just spent however much on a new phone. Why would you drop it? That is a silly question, really. Do you always smile for the camera when taking pictures? Yeah, I think so. Unless I'm in a situation where I don't want my photograph taken, or I don't know that I'm having my photograph taken. In which case I would either frown, or otherwise displeased, or I would be having whatever facial expression is going on at the time when the picture's taken, because I didn't know the picture was being taken. What did you dress up for Halloween when you were a kid? Well, I live in the UK, and Halloween isn't such a big thing over here as it is definitely in the States. I don't know about other countries. I mean, it's becoming more of a thing over here than it used to be, but it's still nowhere near the sort of big thing that it used to be, or the big thing that it is in, for example, America, the United States. I can't remember dressing up for Halloween. I'm over 50 years old, so Halloween isn't really a thing, much of a thing here now. And like 40, 50 years ago, it definitely wasn't a thing. So we didn't really do anything on Halloween. Don't think I ever dressed up. Did we even ever go trick-or-treating? I don't think we did. Don't remember doing. No. So that's the end of the questions for this tag. I hope some of you put your answers down in the comments as well. That would be nice to see the answers that you guys have to those questions. That would help me to get to know you guys a little bit better too. And I look forward to reading those. Thanks very much for joining me. It's much appreciated. I hope you like the work in progress. You should soon be seeing the post review because I'm now getting to the bottom of this, so it should be finished fairly soon and I'll be doing a post review on it. Again, thanks very much for joining me. If you've got any comments, questions or suggestions, please leave them in the comments section below, as well as any of the answers to the questions. Leave them down there as well. If you haven't already subscribed, please click the subscribe button and ring the notification bell so that you're notified when I upload future videos. Thanks very much for joining me. See you next time. Bye.